Hey y'all, so we got the car up in the air because getting a few things done between today and early next week, so car's probably going to stay like this for a little while. But what I want to work on right now, I actually just finished, if you saw that video, I just finished putting the LED bulbs into the high beams. So I got high beam LEDs and low beam LEDs. I did the last fit conversion for the low beams, and then I got some Amazon LEDs for the high beams. So that's all been handled now. But the other thing that I'm working on changing right now is these side marker lights. Now I do like these lights. I like them more than anything because of how smoked they are, so you can barely notice them. Like they don't stand out too much. I'll go ahead and turn them on so you can see what they look like. So they are LED, and they're just a really subtle light. They're cool. But I came across something that I do want to try. I hope it works out well, and that is these side marker lights from, I don't know how to pronounce the brand, Oxito. I think it's like one of those Chinese brands. You find a lot of their LED stuff on Amazon. But the reason why I want to try these out is because they are not just DRL side markers, like they're not just regular light up side markers, but they're also sequential switchbacks, I guess is the best way to put it. So we'll plug in one side, and what that'll do is turn on like the regular white side marker, but then we'll also use this extension wire here to tap into the turn signals, and what that'll do is turn on like a sequential light for the turn signal in the side marker. My hope is that the timing of the sequence is somewhat on par with the sequential lighting from the turn signals in the headlights, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting these swapped out. I'm gonna have to, like I said, find the turn signal positive and tap into that as well to make sure we get the turn signals going. But that is today's project, or the project for today's video at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started working on that. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure how this thing was supposed to run. When I put the parking lights on, I'm getting amber light here, but that's with parking light only. Right now I've got the hazards on, and when I tap it into the turn signal, I get white flashing, and obviously I wanted this to be the other way around. So I'm gonna play around with the wiring. I might switch some things around internally to see what's going on, but this isn't what I was looking for, because now this is gonna be mismatched. So let me see if I can switch these wires around and get it to work the other way. If not, then these are going back. But let's see. Alright, so after some splicing, I got the lights pretty much set up the way I want. So white with white, and then if I turn on the hazards, they do flash. Only problem with the flash is in between it does a white, so it's really doing like a switchback. I don't like that much, but it's better than what it was doing before. But it will obviously only do that if the headlights or parking lights are on. So if I turn the parking lights off, it does go back to just blackout. But yeah, I'm gonna leave them. It's not that big of a deal for me. So yeah, I'm gonna button everything up over here, close it up, and then I'm gonna rewire the other one and get that one installed on the opposite side, on the driver's side. But this is what we're working with right now. Overall, I do like the lights. I do just wish that the wiring was a little bit different, so that I didn't have to go in there and switch wires around, and B, that the white LED didn't stay lit when the park lights and the signals are on, like that it would just be an individual, like each light would be individual of the other. But it is what it is. It's not a bad looking thing though. And I appreciate the extra, because there's no side signals on this thing, so I do appreciate the extra, you know, lighting to indicate that I'm making a turn or switching a lane or whatever. It's a little bit more visible from the side if, you know, sitting in traffic or whatever. But yeah, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go ahead, get this together, and then move on to the other side. Alright guys, so we pretty much got both of these wired in nice. So we got white DRL with the white side marker light, LED, same here. And then when we flip the hazards on, it's the only part that I have mixed feelings about. We flip the hazards on while the parking lights or even the low beams are on. We're gonna get that white in between the flashes. But there's, the way it's wired up, there's just no way for me to really stop that. So that's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. But obviously if the lights are off, let's say it's just daytime and turning, this is what we'll get. And overall I like them. I like the cleaner white line, like the cleaner strip, and the fact that they're sequential. But other than that, you know, like I already said about the white in between, that's kind of a for me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, run this wiring properly. Right now I just kind of have it, you know, a little messy because I was just trying to test things out. So I'll run the wire neatly over here, tuck everything away, and put things back together, and we'll pretty much be done. So let me do that, and we'll see the finished product in a sec. Alright guys, so that's it. That was a really quick video, really quick install on these side marker lights. And I love how it looks just like this, just with the white. And I do like how it looks when it's actually flashing as well. I just don't like the combination of the white and the amber. That bothers me a little bit. But whatever. It is what it is. They're not bad looking. They're not horrible. It would actually make a little bit more sense if somehow this flashed white the same way in between, but guessing the relays and stuff are different in there. So that's it for today, guys. Like I said, it was a really quick video. It was just that side marker install. I don't really have much else to do right now. But I am leaving the car halfway up in the air for now because I think probably 2 days from now, I'm gonna go ahead and get this poly bushing set installed on the front end. So this kit does have bushings for the front control arms, the front lower control arms, as well as the compression arms. So we're gonna do all of those, and the ball joints as well, because I've got a ball joint that's completely busted up front. So I'm not sure if I'm just gonna replace the one that's leaking or if I should do both, but I'll figure that out. I also had a recent Facebook Marketplace pickup that I'm really excited about, so that's going to come shortly after the bushing installs. But for now, again, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you guys think about those lights. Again, I'm iffy about that combination thing, but again, it is what it is. I'm not going to stress it too much. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out and God bless y'all.